Typically, we're out on the road visiting some of the most fantastic gardens in the United States of America. But once a year, we make a special trip over to one of our GArdenSMART viewers' homes to look at her fantastic container gardens. She's got so many examples of beautiful plants, wonderful ceramics, and we pick up some great tips on container gardening. Today, I've had the pleasure of being joined by Mindy McMullen, who's an avid container gardener and also an avid GArdenSMART viewer. And we're so thrilled to be here. You've got such a beautiful garden, a lot of neat stuff you've done with containers. Mindy, tell me a little bit about how you've grown as a gardener with your containers and a little bit of the way that you do container gardening.
Well, welcome, Eric. I'm so glad you're here. You know, I've always loved decorating inside of my house, but then I suddenly realized I'm missing a great opportunity to decorate the outside and really be able to more enjoy our lake view.
Well, everything looks wonderful, and I tell you, a lot of the plants that you had put in last year have really grown in and matured. There's so much to see and so many exciting new things too. And I tell you, one thing I couldn't help but notice when I first came in are these wonderful chairs. These are so comfortable and a nice addition.
Aren't they great? Well, I love Adirondack chairs. I think it's a very classic, traditional look. And these have a little bit more of a contemporary feel to them. But the greatest part is they swivel, and they're also taller, that afford us a great view of the lake here.
Well, they're really nice, and it creates a nice little intimate space. It's, you know, you've kind of created new little living spaces or living rooms in your outdoor space, and it's really nice. It complements the plantings well, goes well with the house, really fantastic. Well, Mindy, one thing I've noticed this year as well is that you've really expanded what was already a wonderful palette of plants, and you've added in a lot of things that we don't generally see in containers. Well, as you mentioned earlier, Mindy, there are so many exciting ways of bringing the indoors outside where we can really enjoy being a part of nature. You know, lives have gotten so busy and there's so much congestion, so much traffic, and you really have created just a little bit of a sanctuary out here with these beautiful outdoor furnishings, wonderful container plantings, and we really get a sense that we're a part of nature out here. And talk to me a little bit about this space. It's a little bit different from the other spaces we've looked at. You've got a beautiful screened-in porch here, and have really brought a lot of these outdoor living elements into this space.
Well, I love this room, and I use it a lot because it is a screened porch, so you can have things in here. It's like a real room, in other words. They're not exposed to the elements. Matter of fact, this furniture that we're sitting in, this is 100% rattan furniture. So it's really not meant to stay outside in the elements all the time, but it's fine if you have it under some type of covered porch or a screen porch, like this case. And the fabric is very cool because it's water resistant to begin with. But then if it does get wet, it's fine because they have cushions called drain through. So if they get wet, you just turn them over, give them 10 or 15 minutes outside, and you're good to go again.
Yes, it's a very versatile furniture, and of course it's super comfortable. It feels like we're you know, sitting in a recliner. These are really nice.
Yeah, it is very comfortable, and I just like the color. It reminds me of something my grandmother might have had on her screen porch. Yeah. And I've also have some new containers. This kind of used to be an area that was just sort of my leftovers, but I found some great, bright, tall containers that you're just going to love. It really brightens up that space, and some great plants to go with them.
Well, that's a great way to bring a nice little pop of color to a shady area. Something bright really makes for a cheerful space. Can't wait to see those. Let's go take a look at them, Mindy.